guys! So today I'm going to be doing another Halloween video, of course, but this time we're going to be baking and I'm going to be showing you how to make this lovely Halloween cake. It is a orange and chocolate marble cake, yeah, with some chocolate frosting. So yeah, keep watching and I'll show you how to do it. Okay, so for this recipe you're going to be needing 225 grams of butter, 225 grams of sugar. It says caster sugar, but I always end up using granulated. It's cheaper and does the same thing pretty much. 4 eggs, 225 grams of self-raising flour, 3 tablespoons of milk, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. So for my one I'm going to do a bit of a Halloween twist, so it's not going to be vanilla and chocolate, it's going to be chocolate and orange. So we can get some good orange food colouring in there. So I'm just going to be zesting one orange and then just put a little bit of the juice in there as well. And then for the colouring, obviously, a nice bright orange. I'm going to cheat with the topping a little bit, and I've actually got myself some chocolate flavoured frosting ready to use. I'm sure you can find a recipe online for something if you want to make it yourself, but that's what I'm going to be using today. And then on top of that, I'm going to be using some sprinkles. So it's just these Halloween spooky sprinkles. And then on top of that, I want to do a white spider web just with some icing, sugar and a bit of water. So let's get going. Okay, so we're going to start by greasing and lining our tin. This is 20 centimeters across. Okay, so I would also put the oven on at this stage. So I think it's 180 without fan, 160 with. All of that will be in the description box below, so you can check it all out in detail. So I'm going to be cheating today. I'm using a food processor, so it's just going to speed things up a little bit. I've weighed out my butter and I've softened it in the microwave. So I'm just going to put that in now. And then you've got the same measurement of sugar to butter. So that's 225 grams. And then also putting the eggs, flour and milk and vanilla essence if you're using it all in at this stage as well. Okay, all the ingredients are in there and I'm just going to whiz it until it's smooth. Okay, so once that's all smooth, we're going to divide it into 2 bowls. Okay, they're in there now. I'm just going to put 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder in one of them. And give it a really good mix. Chocolate one's done. Now I'm going to go on for the orange. So here's a lovely orange colour. I'm not quite sure how much to put in. I'll just start with a few drops. Mix it all in. Mix it, mix it, mix it, mix it, mix it. But it still isn't as orange as I'd like it. So I might even end up using the whole tube. This reminds me of when I'm doing my hair with the conditioner and the hair colour. It's very similar. Does it match? Yeah, pretty much. More orange. I'm going to use the whole tube, screw it. I'm your guinea pig, you see. If it works out well, then excellent. Do the same as me. If it doesn't, well, you can all laugh at me, can't you? That's like blood, actually. I'm going to do that. How appropriate. So there we have it. We have our orange and our chocolate. I don't want it just to be the colour of orange. I really want it to taste like orange. I haven't got any orange food colouring. Well, that's like, I did have some. Looked at the date on it. Went out 2007. I don't think I'm going to be using that today. So yeah, I'm going to be using the zest of an orange. Might not put much juice in there because I don't want it to affect the bake or the consistency. So I think the zest might give it just that little bit of interest, a bit kick. So let's give it a go. Okay, got this nifty little zesting device. Just gonna get as much zest off as I can. Just remember not to get any of the white pith in there because that would just be a bit sharp. Okay, so now we're going to dollop, that's a good word, dollop, the different colours alternately in the base of the cake tin. So I think I'm just going to do all the orange ones first, just so I don't mix any colours up. So as far as the flavouring goes, I have given it a bit of a taste, and the orange flavour isn't very strong at all. I think it's for different reasons, mainly because I used a clementine rather than an orange to get the zest. So maybe try that. Or get a food colouring that is actually in date. We live, we learn. This is what it's all about. Okay, so it's all in there. And then I'm gonna use my trusty skewer. You probably remember this from my last video. We're just going to swirl around, make a marbled effect with the different colours. You don't need to do it too much. Well, it's completely up to you really, how much you do it. I think that looks good to me. Okay, so I'm just going to put this in the oven for 45 to 55 minutes. If you don't already know, just put a skewer in the middle. If it comes out clean, it's done. So yeah, just check if you think it looks like it's on its way. So wish me luck, fingers crossed it's going to be okay. Okay, it's just come out the oven now. It did catch a little bit. I left it in for 45 minutes. So yeah, just keep checking it just in the last few minutes. It doesn't really matter too much because I'm going to cut off the top layer anyway to make it a flat surface to decorate. So the next step is to cut it in half, which I've done here, and I've done a pretty bad job of it, unfortunately. I didn't have my little cake cutting saw with me, so I used a knife and it's pretty uneven. But once the lid is on, that will soon cover that up. I also took the top layer of the cake off just so it's a nice flat even surface, and you can see the result of the marbling inside. I think next time I would have put the skewer around a little bit more because it's a little bit, I don't know, it could be more interesting I think. So now the cake is nice and cool to touch, I'm going to start icing it. So I've got this chocolate flavoured frosting that I showed you before. So it says on here that it will cover and fill a 20 centimetre cake, so we're going to be alright with that. Okay, so I'm just going to put the lid on it now. Try and line it up right. Oh, piece fell off. Oh well. Now I'm just going to cover the outside and the sides with chocolate. Right then, let's slice it up and see what it looks like inside. Okay, I'm going to go and devour this cake now. Thanks for watching, and I will see you very soon. Please like and subscribe. Take care guys, bye!